This week on Cars with Big Boy Trev, we preview the updated Volkswagen Touareg SUV, enhanced with plenty of technology, performance and safety. Finally, we review the much anticipated Great Wall P Series luxury pickup. We check out its styling, practicality, performance, its 4x4 hardware, and evaluate whether it can upstage with segment leaders, the Ford Ranger Wildtrak and the Toyota Hilux GR. Catch this, much more, only on Cars with Big Boy Trev this Sunday at 5 p.m. only on NTV.
Now this is the key to the Great Wall P Series luxury pickup, and with prices starting from Kenya shillings 8 million. Do you reckon this is your next luxury pickup? We start this particular review by taking a look at the design phase of this particular P Series, and my oh my, if looks could kill, the P Series would be a killer. Look at that design, the massive trapezoidal grille with the P Series logo. I can tell you the Chinese are not playing. This car has presence. I had a chance to go to their factory in China just before the pandemic, and they were designing this particular vehicle. And the first thing I noticed is the fact that 50% of the workforce were European, so it's heavily influenced by European design. So if you take a look at this, the clamshell bonnet just curves around, and of course, this rectangular trapezoidal light with LED daytime running lights gives this car some je ne sais quoi. Thank you very much. And obviously, as you can see, the grille, it is imposing. You take a look at this particular grille, and you feel the slated grille just gives this car that butch presence that you love on a pickup. And of course, on the lower lip as well, you have color-coded bumpers, dark gray and this black. I can tell you, if you are somebody who loves the finer things in life, this particular P Series in black is the next best thing. Now, in terms of performance, I know you're wondering, this particular P Series is actually powered by a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that produces 120 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. And the power is sent to the 4 wheels because this is a full-time 4-wheel drive, courtesy of an 8-speed ZF. The ones you probably find in German marques, it's here. The engine, I love the fact that it uses German technology, Bosch injectors. Then you've got from the ABS system, which is Continental. This car is an amalgamation of proper Western technology to deliver power, performance, and safety just for you. So you move to the side profile. Again, these people designed this particular pickup to make it so unique. What am I talking about? Take a look at this fender. So you can see this fender. It doesn't have too much going on, but you can see the bulges because this car has subtle bulges over here. Visually speaking, gives this car that je ne sais quoi. Now, we talk about the tires. These are 18-inch rims, and they're dressed in Cooper's 265/60 by 18. So proper grip. This is an all-terrain tire, able to do both tarmac and off-road, giving you maximum traction at any given time. And as we move towards the body structure and the body cell, again, they've ignored the lines that you probably find on other pickups. It's more smooth because you're trying to create an aerodynamic feel, and obviously the visual presence of this P Series again. Then you have incorporated side steps. So if you're a Meshimi, when you're going to shags over here, the side steps are color coded as well to match with the color. And of course, you do have a stainless steel design. It's plastic, but again, very sturdy for those long trips if you're going to Ushago. The wing mirrors have this chrome tip as well. Also, the window sills all across have the chrome to give you this car some je ne sais quoi. And of course, black dot panels just to incorporate that look and feel. Black on black. I can tell you, the P Series is up. Again, they've thought about every single thing. You've got side repeater lamps as well, so that anybody who's trying to turn can see you. And then, of course, you do have this camera lens for the 360-degree cameras. This is an intelligent system that actually maps the car around. So you have one camera at the front, 2 on the wing mirrors, 1 on the back side, and of course, 1 on the shark fin to give this car a holistic view when you're reversing. And of course, we're going to show you once you get into the cabin of this particular vehicle. And as you move towards the passenger side, there's plenty of space. We're going to discuss that. This pickup is actually bigger than the competition. So if you're a Toyota Hilux owner, Isuzu D-Max, this one's much bigger. So there's plenty of space. And of course, the passengers can enjoy proper comfort courtesy of the stitched leather, which you're going to check out very soon. And as we move to the carrying capacity, this particular P Series has the largest and deepest load bay in the market. I can tell you, this one in terms of volume, Actually, the weight that this particular pickup can do is 1.2 tons. You can carry a lot. So meaning, if you are somebody who loves going bundu bashing and carrying stuff, then this particular P series is the one for you. And also, Haval Kenya will throw in a bed liner to protect the inner lining from rusting due to the elements. Now, as we move to the rear part, this is where the signature light looks very good. I can tell you for a fact that this particular pickup has been designed with practicality in mind. What do I mean? First, the tailgate is light. It's not heavy like many pickups. Then, if you want to get into this particular pickup, you just push this and it reveals a step. So basically, you can step in and get into the load area and you can load everything that you need. And of course, it is easy stowaway. Clip it back, and it's got gas struts to make it easier for you to get in and out and lift this particular tailgate. And of course, you can see this door handle. It's got some chrome and of course has this camera. It's part of the 360 intelligent camera system that I mentioned quite earlier. Not only that, as you can see here, the power. This is the Great Wall logo as well. And of course, the P series, which is standard in this particular pickup. I love the fact that they've thought about color coding the body with the bumper, giving this car some je ne sais quoi. So everything that you see, from these LEDs that make it look very good at night, to the design on the chrome and everything that has been designed to make this P series pleasing to the eye, gives this car every chance to be your next pickup. But the biggest question still remains, how good is the cabin? Let's step inside and have a look at the quality and the features of this P series pickup. Let's go. So guys, you've seen from the walk around the design perspective of this Great Wall P series pickup. It's stylish, very luxurious, and of course has that je ne sais quoi, that pizzazz that everybody's looking for. But the biggest question still remains, how good is the cabin? You step inside and the first thing you notice is the amount of space in the pickup. Long gone are the days when pickups were just barely contraptions to carry and ferry things from point A to B. This time now, they're actually luxurious vehicles. So the dashboard has been placed further away to give you space. As you can see, I'm a big boy, I have a big tummy, but I have so much space in this pickup simply because the P series is actually quite larger than your traditional pickup. So if you're having a Toyota, Isuzu, Nissan, this one is far much bigger, meaning there's plenty of space even in between. Now, I love the way they've designed the dashboard. It's got a square sort of design. Again, it goes and corresponds to the design phase of being butch and bold and strong, and that's the whole point. But because this is a luxurious version of the P series, it's got stitched leather on top, as you can see here. Again, on the middle part of the dashboard, you do have this, it looks like it is carbon fiber-ish sort of material, and of course trapezoidal vents to ensure that when you're driving this P series in any part of the country, be it in Mombasa where you need AC, the vents work properly both front and rear. Not only that, you have the capacity to modulate the cabin to give you maximum temperature. It's cold right now in Nairobi. Crank up the heat and I can tell you the cabin remains very, very pleasant in the P series. But the highlight of this particular pickup is this massive 12-inch color display, full HD, and I can tell you it works wonders. This is the home of every single thing that works around the P series, because right now the name of the game is a tablet style design. So what does it have in store? So when I press this key here and it comes on and powers itself up. So what does this particular infotainment system have? So basically it is an amalgamation of different functionalities of this particular system. Ensure that you have a pleasant journey in the P series. We start with the radio. So if you love radio, then you do have an option for that. When you click here, it is able to give you different frequencies. Yeah, and the sound is actually supplied by an 8-speaker sound system that is actually quite good. Again, when you go back to the home setting, if you click media as well, you're able to play quite a number of music. I mean, either if it is being streamed via your phone or USB port, you're able to play quite a number of things as well. Then, if you want your telephone, you can connect and pair your phone using the Bluetooth system that's available in this particular vehicle. Will actually pair up to 6 devices, and you're able to make calls, receive calls, and do everything without taking your hands off the wheel, because remember, when you're driving, you need to be focused and not be distracted by the system. Again, if you go to the next menu, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. For Apple CarPlay, you're able to connect it wirelessly, and of course, if you have Android Auto, if you're on an Android phone, Then you plug in the cable using the USB port supplied and basically transform the screen into a mobile phone device without taking your hands off the wheel. Now, let's move to the lower part. You do have the climatronic system. This basically is a dual zone climate control system that allows you to, control the temperature of the cabin, be it if you're in Mombasa, it's cold, AC coming in from the vents, then you're able to select that. And even the passenger can select a different temperature setting, ensuring that the passenger actually can be able to vary the temperature. And even the people at the back, there are vents over here, and of course, you're able to adjust the AC quite easily. Again, you do have different settings as well. You have heated seating and cooling. Remember, these seats are perforated as well. Then you have the defrost. The defrost function allows you to defrost the rear window and the side mirrors quite easily. Then, of course, you do have the different modes where to channel the AC from. Again, name of the game is practicality, and the P series have nailed it. You move to the lower part of this particular system again. Then you have your different system settings for the vehicle. So you do have stability control, which comes as standard. You have hill descent control as well, and of course you do have the volume rocker that allows you to modulate the volume physically, not using the touch sensitive panel that's provided. You have the park assist and the cameras. So if you want to see your surroundings, you can press the button, the cameras will light up instantly. Remember, this is an intelligent system. It paints a picture, a 360 picture of the car, and shows you the different angles of this particular vehicle, so you're able to navigate both on and off-road. Then of course you do have deflock, which comes as standard. Deflock is important in pickups because it allows you to unstuck yourself in case you run out of talent when you're doing some off-roading. Now we come to the lower part where you do have a panel where you can actually put your phone. It's got wireless charging and 2 USB ports. One is for the system, one is for charging your device. Then you have a 12-volt socket to charge and power any device that you're in the particular vehicle. Then take a look at the gearbox section. This column right here, this shifter is for an 8-speed ZF gearbox. Now, 8-speed ZF gearboxes are found in most European brands, BMW, Mercedes, Porsche. They all have this particular system. It allows you to explore the full potential of that 2-liter engine, and then of course give you amazing fuel consumption, which you're going to test out much later. So on the either side of this particular shifter, you do have heated steering wheel, which comes as standard. Then you have 4-low, which allows you to lock the center diff to ensure that you have very minimal wheel spin in your muddy or very slippery situations, giving you much traction and better control. Then you do have electronic park brake and auto hold, very important in traffic. Then you do have the different modes that are here that are standard. So basically, you have highway. So highway basically gives you dynamic fuel. So if you want more power in the vehicle, more traction, then you select this dynamic version. Then you have eco, which disengages the front wheels and only drives the rear wheels to ensure that you have maximum fuel economy. Then you have automatic. It varies in between and senses the vehicle and adjusts the torque accordingly to ensure that you have a good overall feel and grip of the road. And we move to the instrument binnacle. The instrument binnacle here is also fully digital. It's actually a 7.5-inch screen that allows you to toggle through the different settings. On the left hand side you have your temperature, on the right hand side you do have your fuel gauge, and of course in between you have your speedometer and tachometer, which are combined. And then in between you do have the multi-information screen, which is color and very high resolution. It actually tells you what the vehicle is doing. It actually reminds me of Mercedes-Benz when you do have adaptive cruise control. And now I love the steering wheel. I actually love the fact that it's a 4-spoke steering wheel, the Great Wall logo emblazoned on it. On the left hand side you have everything to do with the multi-information display, so you're able to toggle through the different settings, voice command, voice control. You can select the different modes. If it is radio, if it is Bluetooth, you're able to select that through these physical buttons, not the haptic feel. On the right hand side you do have everything to do with the adaptive cruise control as well, so you can cruise, you can do adaptive lane keep assist, and you can change the settings. And below it you do have also lane, actually adaptive cruise control, and you're able to pick up and hang up calls quite easily. Then you're able to toggle through the 8-speed ZF automatic using these paddle shifters supplied. So I mean, they've thought about every single thing. I think the Chinese are actually giving you absolute value for money, and that's what everybody wants. Now let's talk about the seating position. I'm Big Boy Trev, 6'1", plenty of space. These seats actually have 6-way adjustable seats, very comfortable, quilted leather, as you can see, with piping, giving this car some je ne sais quoi. I love the fact that the sitting position is good. You're able to see the vehicle quite easily, courtesy also with the 360-degree camera that is intelligent, minimal A-pillars to reduce blind spots, and of course, you are able to drive this car so comfortably. Even in a short person, you're able to adjust it accordingly, be able to drive this P Series very easily. But how good is the rear space? Let's move to the rear back in the rear cabin to see the spacious capacity of this P Series luxury pickup. So we move to the back seat, and I can tell you the amount of space in this particular pickup is just but amazing. Why do I speak like that? Because back in the day when pickups were just offering a bench to sit, it would be a very uncomfortable affair. However, fast forward to the 21st century, the Chinese have brought this technology to ensure that everybody feels as comfortable as possible. Now, I'm 6'1", the seat has been set to my sitting position, and look at the leg room. Look at the headroom. It has so much space. I mean, it's unbelievable. It feels like you're driving an SUV. The comfort, even the sitting position is raised far up. You can actually see in front. It's called the stadium style seat. And of course, it sits 3 people. Why? Because the floor is flat. So there's no hump. So 3 people can sit 3 abreast quite easily. But if you're only sitting 2 people, then you do have armrest that is supplied by Great Wall to ensure that people can enjoy this particular vehicle quite easily as they traverse the beautiful country of Kenya. And as you can see, you have headrests to prevent whiplash, and of course 3-point safety belts to ensure that everybody in the cabin is safe. However, in case all hell breaks loose, then you can rely on the multiple airbags. There are 6. Then you have the curtain airbags that run across from the front to the back to ensure that in case of a rollover, head and thorax actually are protected from a rollover, ensuring that everybody who's in the cabin is quite safe in this particular vehicle. They've also added ISOFIX anchors. If you have a child seat, you can actually put a child seat here and secure the child seat so that your baby or your child remains safe while in the P Series pickup. I told you the name of the game is luxury and comfort. This one here, they are not playing. They have actually made sure that they've thought about every single thing of a young, modern lifestyle for anybody who's doing a 4x4 or a pickup. This is actually a practical 4x4, literally, or an SUV. Again, they've thought about climate control. You have 2 vents over here so that even the rear people can enjoy being in this particular vehicle. I love the fact that they've actually introduced 2 power sockets. So you have the standard 220-volt socket that's here, and of course you do have a USB port Type-C to charge your device. They've thought about every single thing. So even the people at the back can power their laptop, can actually charge their phones or tablets and still enjoy being in the P Series pickup. Again, you have airline-style pockets to actually hide your valuables or your tablet right here quite easily. And you have grab handles in case you go off-road. And you have a mad driver like my friend Stavros, be able to enjoy this particular vehicle very easily because it is comfortable and economical, very easy to use, very, very spacious. Even the room, it feels more spacious, more like an SUV rather than a pickup. And that's the name of the game: practicality, luxury, courtesy of the P Series. All right, guys, you've seen from the design perspective the quality of this Great Wall P Series luxury. I can tell you there is nothing like it. And of course, we do know that the Chinese are not playing. But the biggest question still remains, how good is this car? What is the combination like of the engine, chassis, and of course, the driver feel? We start with the engine. So up front, you do have a 2-liter turbo diesel that produces 120 kilowatts of power and 405 Newton meters of torque, which, when you put your foot down, gives you very smooth power output. And of course, that power is sent to the 4 wheels courtesy of an 8-speed ZF transmission. Which pickup do you know has ZF gearbox? I can count my hands. None. ZF are a renowned German gearbox maker that actually ensures that you explore the full potential of that engine, give you a good fuel consumption figure. And I can tell you, this particular truck is going to give you roughly 6.8 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers and very, very quite comfortable while on the road. Now, let's talk about the chassis. Very important. We've talked about this particular chassis that Great Wall has developed for its 4x4 system. It's also found on the Tank 300 and the 500, which is a very sturdy chassis that allows proper wheel articulation and comfort on tarmac. One thing I love about this particular vehicle is the suspension. So basically up front, you do have double wishbones, which are set up for tarmac and off-road. But although I found it a bit hard, but still, it corners very, very well. Actually, it's one of the best handling pickups in the market. And of course, at the back, you do have tapered leaf springs that ensures that you're able to carry one ton quite easily and still keep the vehicle planted both on and off-road. Now, let's talk about safety. It's a critical aspect in pickups. Now, this particular pickup has best-in-class safety features. What am I talking about? You have passive and active safety features that prevent you from having an accident. So from an active front, you do have active brake assist, which actually allows you to control and modulate braking quite easily. You do also have adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. You also have rear cross traffic alert. And of course, you do have emergency autonomous braking in case all breaks loose. Then you are able to rely on electronic stability program, brake assist, electronic brake force distribution, and all those acronyms. But just in case everything goes haywire, then you can rely on the 5-star passenger safety rating. You've got 6 airbags as standard in this particular pickup. And of course, you've got crumple zones to dissipate impact energy away from you to ensure that when you are driving this particular vehicle, you are able to be safe with you and your family. But the biggest question still remains, how good is this car off-road? Let's jump off to an off-road section and feel the wheel articulation of this particular car. Can it handle the rough stuff in Kenya? Let's go. So that's it, guys. That has been the review of the luxurious Great Wall P Series pickup. I can tell you, stylish, sturdy, capable, very powerful, and not forgetting, very advanced. But the biggest question is, would you pick this over the rivals? We go straight to value for money. And of course, we talk about the pricing. Now, this particular pickup is sold by Crown Motors, sold and serviced. And of course, this comes at a price of 8 million shillings, which is actually a bargain considering the next closest thing that has same features, same capability is roughly between 12 and 13 million. Now, let's talk about warranties. 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty, feature comes first. Plus, you can rely on Crown Motors' extensive network to maintain this particular vehicle. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, comments, or questions, don't hesitate to write to us as seen on the social media handles below. We'll get back to you with the feedback next week. Signing out, this is Big Boy Trev on behalf of Magic Real Pictures, starting with Michael Mbugwa, the man behind the camera, Mr. Rogers, and of course Simon and Chris. Thank you so much for joining us, Big Boy Trev. Until next week, drive safe and be safe.
You can run, but you can't hide.